Welcome back to Coins, the ultimate channel where we dive deep into the fascinating world of rare coins, hidden gems, and collectible treasures that can change lives. Today, we're focusing on one of the most talked about coins in the numismatic world, a coin that has captured the imagination of collectors for decades, a coin that could make your coin collection suddenly priceless, the 1970 Lincoln penny. Now, when you first look at a 1970 penny, it might seem like just another ordinary penny. After all, it's copper, small, and in circulation for decades. But here's the secret: not all pennies are created equal. The 1970 penny is extremely rare, and if you hold one in your hand that meets certain conditions, you could be holding a piece of history that is worth thousands of dollars today. Let's start by talking about the history of the Lincoln cent. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American coinage since 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a president. Over the years, countless pennies were minted, but collectors quickly realized that some of these coins were special, errors, low mintage years, or unique varieties could make a coin incredibly valuable. The 1970 penny is one of those treasures. Minted in Denver, the D mint mark is the first clue that makes this penny stand out. In 1970, a massive number of pennies were produced, but due to certain minting anomalies and production variations, the 1970 became one of the most sought-after coins by collectors. Its value skyrockets when you find one in uncirculated condition or one that has a rare die variety. Now, let's talk numbers, because I know you're curious. Depending on its condition, a 1970 Lincoln penny can range from hundreds of dollars in circulated condition to tens of thousands of dollars for a pristine, mint-state specimen. Coins graded at MS-65 or higher by professional grading services are especially coveted. Can you imagine finding a penny in your pocket that's suddenly worth over $50,000? That's the kind of excitement rare coins bring to the table. What makes the 1970 penny even more fascinating is the story behind its rarity. During production, there were instances where pennies were struck off-center or had unusual die errors. Some 1970 pennies even have a phenomenon called double die, where the design elements are doubled, creating a rare and visually striking effect. Collectors chase these coins like treasure hunters chasing gold, because these errors make the coin not just money, but a piece of history frozen in copper. The thrill of finding a 1970 penny is matched only by the stories collectors share. Imagine attending a coin show, digging through hundreds of pennies, and suddenly spotting that shiny, rare gem. The heart races, palms sweat, and the collector's mind immediately jumps to the possible value. This is the allure of coin collecting, the mix of history, art, and financial reward. If you're a new collector, it's important to know how to identify a genuine 1970 penny. First, check the mint mark. Denver Mint coins carry a small D beneath the date. Next, inspect the coin for its condition. The sharper and cleaner the details, the wheat ears on the reverse, Lincoln's profile on the front, the more valuable the coin. And if you're lucky enough to find a rare die variety, your coin could be worth far beyond typical market prices. Collectors also consider the market trends. Over the past few years, rare Lincoln pennies like the 1970 have seen a dramatic increase in value. With coin collecting booming and interest in rare coins growing globally, the market for these pennies continues to rise. Coins that were once a few $100s are now reaching staggering prices, and that's why the 1970 penny remains a hot topic among serious collectors and investors alike. And here's an interesting fact: some 1970 pennies have sold at auction for hundreds of thousands of dollars, especially those with exceptional grading or rare errors. It's not just a coin, it's an investment, a conversation starter, and a connection to the past. When you hold a coin like this, you're holding a tangible piece of history, minted in 1970, that has survived decades and now carries immense value. So, if you're scanning your change, sorting through old collections, or visiting coin shops, keep an eye out for this legendary penny. Even a single 1970 penny could completely change your collection's worth. And remember, condition is everything. A coin in excellent shape could fetch astronomical prices, while a worn or damaged one might be worth significantly less. That's why collectors handle these coins with extreme care, often storing them in protective holders or even sending them to professional graders for authentication. The 1970 Lincoln penny isn't just a rare coin, it's a symbol of the thrill of collecting, the patience required to hunt treasures, and the excitement of discovering something incredibly valuable in a seemingly ordinary object. It's a story of history, craftsmanship, and financial potential, all wrapped up in a single copper coin. In the end, whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone fascinated by history and rare finds, the 1970 penny is a must-watch coin. Its rarity, unique features, and skyrocketing market value make it a standout in the world of numismatics. Keep your eyes open, your collections organized, and your passion for coins alive. Who knows? That one penny in your drawer might just be the hidden treasure you've been dreaming about. Thank you for joining us on Coins. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the legendary 1970 Lincoln penny, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an exciting exploration into rare coins, hidden treasures, and collectible history. Until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and keep discovering the incredible stories hidden in the coins around us. Today, we're focusing on one of the most iconic and collectible coins in American history, the Lincoln penny. While most people think of pennies as everyday coins with little value, some Lincoln pennies are extremely rare and can fetch astonishing prices in today's market. In this video, we'll explore the history of the Lincoln penny, some specific examples from 1980, why certain coins are so valuable, and what collectors are paying for them right now. If you love coins, rare finds, and incredible stories behind everyday money, then you're going to enjoy this deep dive. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American coinage since it was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin features a portrait of Lincoln on the obverse, or front, and originally had the famous wheat ears on the reverse side. Over the decades, the design has changed slightly, but the Lincoln penny has remained a symbol of American currency and history. While millions of Lincoln pennies were minted, certain years, mint marks, and errors have created coins that are incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. These coins are not just small pieces of copper, they are pieces of history, carrying stories and value that go far beyond their face value. In 1980, the Lincoln penny was still being minted primarily in Philadelphia and Denver. That year, standard circulation pennies were produced in huge quantities, but what makes some of the 1980 pennies rare today is a combination of minting errors, low production numbers for certain varieties, and the condition of the coin. Coins that were struck with perfect detail, without any scratches, discoloration, or imperfections, are especially valuable in the collector market. Additionally, some pennies from that year have unique errors like double dies, off-center strikes, or repunched mint marks, making them incredibly desirable to serious coin collectors. These rare 1980 Lincoln pennies can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on their condition and the type of error. When we look at the current market for rare Lincoln pennies, it's fascinating to see how much their value has skyrocketed over the years. A penny that might have been overlooked in someone's pocket can now sell for a staggering sum. Some of the most prized Lincoln pennies, especially those in pristine condition or with unique minting errors, can sell for tens of thousands of dollars at auction. The market value is influenced by a number of factors, including the rarity of the coin, its historical significance, its condition, and how desirable it is among collectors. Coins that are certified by reputable grading companies as being in near-perfect condition tend to command the highest prices. For example, a rare 1980 Lincoln penny with an error can sell for anywhere from a few $100s to several $1,000s depending on these factors. One of the most interesting aspects of collecting rare Lincoln pennies is the thrill of the hunt. Many collectors spend years searching through rolls of pennies, visiting coin shows, and checking online marketplaces for coins that are in mint condition or have unique characteristics. Even a slight difference in the appearance of the coin, such as a small doubling of the design or a misaligned strike, can make a coin exponentially more valuable. It's not just about the metal content or the year of the coin, it's about finding something that is truly one of a kind, a coin that tells a story and holds a piece of history in your hands. This is why collectors are often willing to pay extraordinary prices for rare Lincoln pennies, knowing that they may be holding a coin that is worth far more than anyone else realizes. The history behind these coins adds another layer of fascination. For example, the 1980 Lincoln penny was produced during a period of economic change in the United States, with rising inflation and the transition of copper prices impacting coin production. This period saw some unique minting challenges, and as a result, certain pennies from that era are harder to find in top condition today. Additionally, the story of Abraham Lincoln himself, immortalized on the penny, adds historical significance that makes these coins appealing not only to numismatists but also to history enthusiasts. Every rare Lincoln penny is a small piece of the larger story of American currency, culture, and economy. Collectors also consider the mintage numbers when evaluating the rarity of a Lincoln penny. While millions of pennies were minted in 1980, only a tiny fraction have survived in pristine condition. Coins that have been protected from circulation, often stored in coin holders or in collections, are the ones that reach the highest market values. Condition is everything in the coin world. Even a tiny scratch, discoloration, or imperfection can drastically reduce a coin's value. That is why coins that have been professionally graded and certified are often the most sought after and can sell for prices that seem almost unbelievable for something that originally cost just 1 cent. The market for rare Lincoln pennies is also influenced by trends in collecting. Over the past decade, interest in coin collecting has surged, with collectors of all ages looking for rare finds, historical pieces, and investment opportunities. As more people enter the market, competition for the rarest coins increases, which in turn drives up prices. Some collectors see rare Lincoln pennies not only as collectibles but also as investment opportunities. Coins that were once considered common can suddenly become highly valuable when demand increases and supply is limited. This dynamic makes collecting rare Lincoln pennies both exciting and potentially very profitable. For anyone looking to get into collecting rare Lincoln pennies, it's important to learn how to identify valuable coins. Understanding mint marks, dates, errors, and grading standards is essential. A coin that looks ordinary to the untrained eye could be a hidden treasure. Many collectors start by purchasing reference guides, attending coin shows, and joining numismatic clubs to expand their knowledge. Online marketplaces also provide opportunities to research market prices, see examples of rare coins, and connect with other collectors. The key is to develop a keen eye for detail and patience, as some of the most valuable coins take years to find. In addition to errors and condition, provenance can also affect a Lincoln penny's value. Coins with documented histories, such as those that were part of famous collections or sold at notable auctions, often command higher prices. A rare 1980 Lincoln penny that has been preserved with care and has a well-documented history can be worth significantly more than a similar coin without such documentation. Collectors value authenticity and verification, and coins that have been certified by recognized grading companies provide that assurance. This is why investing in rare Lincoln pennies is not only about the coin itself but also about ensuring its authenticity and market credibility. It's also worth noting that while most people think of pennies as small copper coins with minimal value, rare Lincoln pennies can sometimes outperform larger denominations in terms of collectible worth. A penny from 1980 with a unique error, for example, can sell for far more than a common dollar coin in circulation. This highlights the importance of paying attention to the details and understanding the collector's market. Every small feature, from the sharpness of the design to the alignment of the mint mark, can significantly impact a coin's value. In conclusion, rare Lincoln pennies, particularly those from years like 1980, are far more than everyday coins. They are collectibles with historical significance, investment potential, and stories that span over a century. Understanding their history, recognizing valuable varieties, and keeping an eye on market trends are key for anyone interested in coin collecting. Whether you are a seasoned collector or a newcomer to the world of numismatics, the Lincoln penny offers endless opportunities for discovery and value. So, next time you come across a penny, take a closer look. It might just be worth far more than you think. Thanks for watching Coins, where we explore the hidden treasures of the coin world, uncover rare finds, and share the stories behind these incredible pieces of history. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos. Your next rare Lincoln penny could be just around the corner. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most intriguing coins in modern American numismatics, a coin that may just be sitting in your pocket or change jar without you even realizing its value. Yes, we are talking about the rare Lincoln penny, specifically the 2002 Lincoln penny, a coin that has been making waves in the collector's market for its rarity, condition, and historical significance. The Lincoln penny is one of the most widely collected coins in the United States, and it carries a history that dates back to 1909 when it was first minted to commemorate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Its design, featuring Lincoln's profile on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, has become iconic, making it not only a piece of currency but also a piece of American history. The 2002 Lincoln penny, however, stands out from the thousands of pennies minted each year due to certain subtle variations and minting anomalies that have caught the eyes of collectors worldwide. When we talk about rarity in coins, it is not just about age. Modern coins can be rare due to errors, low minting numbers, or special design features. The 2002 penny, minted in Denver, has become highly sought after because of its limited availability in mint condition and certain known minting anomalies that distinguish it from the common circulation pennies of that year. For collectors, finding a 2002 penny in pristine, uncirculated condition can be a real treasure, as its scarcity drives up the value exponentially. The current market value of a 2002 Lincoln penny depends heavily on its condition. A circulated coin may be worth only its face value of 1 cent, but a coin that has been preserved in uncirculated condition can be worth anywhere from a few dollars to hundreds, sometimes even approaching astronomical sums when graded by professional coin grading services. This particular coin has recently gained attention in online auction markets, with some rare specimens being listed at prices as high as $787,976, showcasing the incredible demand among collectors and investors alike. Such valuations are driven not only by the coin's rarity but also by the growing interest in modern numismatic investments. What makes this coin so valuable is not just its scarcity but also the fascinating story behind its production. During the early 2000s, the United States Mint produced billions of pennies, yet only a select few emerged with the distinct qualities that make them collectible today. Factors such as die errors, double dies, and other minor minting imperfections can elevate a simple penny into a sought-after collector's item. Coin experts recommend checking for unique characteristics such as unusual markings, strong details on Lincoln's profile, or anomalies in the lettering on the coin. Each of these small features can significantly affect the value of the penny. Historically, Lincoln pennies have been prized not just for their design but also for their connection to American culture and history. Collectors often seek out coins from specific years, like the 2002 because they represent a snapshot of the economy, minting technology, and artistic design of that era. Owning such a coin is like holding a tangible piece of history in your hands, a coin that has traversed decades, passed through countless hands, and yet continues to captivate the imagination of collectors around the world. Investing in rare coins like the 2002 Lincoln penny is not just a hobby, it's a strategy. Coins are tangible assets that often increase in value over time, and certain rare pennies have demonstrated incredible appreciation in just a few years. Collectors and investors are always on the lookout for coins that have the potential to grow in value, and the 2002 penny has proven to be a prime candidate. With the right condition and provenance, it's no exaggeration to say that this coin can be a financial treasure as well as a historical artifact. Understanding the grading system is key to evaluating a coin's worth. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to perfect mint state, with professional grading companies like PCGS and NGC offering certification that greatly enhances a coin's marketability. For the 2002 penny, even small differences in luster, strike quality, and surface condition can mean the difference between a coin worth a few dollars and one worth hundreds of thousands. Serious collectors always pay attention to these details, as they are critical for making informed investment decisions. The allure of the 2002 Lincoln penny goes beyond just monetary value. This coin has become a symbol of numismatic passion, an example of how something as simple as a small piece of metal can capture the attention of enthusiasts worldwide. Coin collectors often share stories of finding rare pennies in the most unexpected places, pockets, old coin rolls, or jars of loose change, and discovering that their modest treasure is in fact a highly valuable piece of history. These stories inspire new generations of collectors to start their own journeys in the world of rare coins. Online marketplaces and auctions have further fueled the fascination with rare pennies, like the 2002D coins that might have once been overlooked are now displayed for thousands of eager buyers. Bidding wars for high-grade specimens can be intense, reflecting both the rarity of the coin and the enthusiasm of collectors who recognize its historical and investment potential. The 2002D Lincoln penny has been consistently highlighted in these markets, proving that modern coins can achieve legendary status in the numismatic world. While some may question why a coin worth just a cent in circulation can reach such staggering values, the answer lies in supply, demand, and the story behind each coin. Each rare penny is a unique artifact with its own history, making it a fascinating subject for collectors, historians, and investors alike. The 2002D penny, in particular, is emblematic of how modern coins can transcend their everyday purpose and become coveted treasures. For those considering adding this coin to their collection, it's important to be informed. Look for certified coins, study known minting anomalies, and consult experienced collectors or numismatic experts. Awareness of the coin's history, condition, and market trends will help ensure that any acquisition is both a wise investment and a valuable addition to a personal collection. Collecting rare coins is not just about owning money, it's about owning history, beauty, and a story that can be passed down through generations. As we wrap up today's exploration of the rare 2002D Lincoln penny, it's clear that this coin is more than just metal. It's a testament to history, art, and the enduring fascination of coin collecting. From its humble beginnings as a 1-cent piece to its status as a prized collector's item, the 2002D penny continues to capture imaginations and inspire collectors to dig through change, explore coin rolls, and discover hidden treasures. Thank you for joining us on Coins Today. If you're passionate about rare coins, valuable finds, and the incredible stories behind them, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Keep hunting, keep collecting, and remember that every coin has a story. Sometimes, one small penny can hold more value than you ever imagined. Today we're diving deep into one of the most overlooked yet interesting pennies of recent years, the 2021 D Mint Mark Lincoln Shield cent from the U.S. Mint. At first glance it might look like a common 1-cent piece, but once you start digging you'll find there's more than meets the eye. We'll cover its history, how many were made, what makes a good example, rare varieties that drive up value, and what the current market is doing. If you've got one of these coins sitting in a jar or change drawer, this might just be worth a closer look. Background and design. In 2021 the U.S. Mint continued issuing the Lincoln Shield cent, which features the familiar profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, the same profile that's been used since 1909, while the reverse shows the Union Shield design. For the 2021 D coin of interest, the mint mark D below the date indicates production at the Denver Mint. The 2021 D variety had a reported mintage of about 3,982,800,000 coins. Usecoinbook.com. Because of that huge mintage, the 2021 D is very much a modern common coin in terms of raw numbers, but as we'll see, condition and variety can make a big difference in value. Why even bother collecting a modern 2021 D penny, you might ask? Why collect such a modern and common coin when there are so many older rarities? The answer lies in two aspects: condition and error/variety premiums. For most 2021 D pennies in circulated condition, the value is essentially face value, or only a few cents above. According to one source, the estimated value for a typical uncirculated, MS+, 2021 D Lincoln Shield cent is around 36 cents. Usecoinbook.com. But, and this is important, if you find a specimen in exceptional condition, for example full red color, near flawless strike, certified MS67 or MS68, or one with a major minting error or variety, the value can climb significantly. One resource notes an MS68 red RD example sold for approximate $3,300. Coin Value Checker. What to look for: condition, color, and grading. Let's break down the factors that separate a routine 2021D penny from a high-end collectible. Color designation. For modern copper-plated zinc pennies, color matters. Red, meaning the original red copper tone remains strong, commands premium. Red-brown is mid-tier, brown lowest tier. Many listings note RD coins are worth substantially more. Coin value checker. Strike quality and surface condition. An uncirculated coin with no contact marks, strong full strike, clear detail, no major defects or corrosion will always outperform one with wear, scratches or toning. Certification by a professional grading service. If you have a coin graded by a trusted service, like PCGS, NGC etc., and it comes back as MS67 or MS68, red, that gives buyers confidence and supports higher prices. I appeal originality. Collectors often pay for coins that look great, sharp detail, original luster, good copper tone. A dull or damaged coin might never realize its theoretical value. Section 4, Varieties and Error Types to hunt in 2021. Here's where things get interesting. The 2021D isn't just about common versus rare. There are identifiable error or variety types which can raise value well above the base price. Some of these include die cracks and die breaks, raised lines or missing metal where the mint die cracked. Coin value checker, double die varieties where the hub strike produced duplicated or offset images on date/letters. Coin value checker, center strikes where the coin blank was misaligned during striking, perhaps value in the $20–$30 range for moderate error. Coin value checker, strike through errors, foreign material between die and planchet. Coin value checker, cuts, metal missing due to die and unusual toning. Coin value checker for the 2021D specifically. Many error specimens have modest premiums, but a rare, dramatic variety in high grade can command serious money. Current market values and realistic expectations. Let's talk numbers. For a standard 2021D Lincoln Shield penny in circulated condition, you're likely looking at face value, or just a few cents above. If it's uncirculated, raw, no certification, maybe $1 or $2, depending on color and condition. For example, one listing shows raw uncirculated 2021D at $0.50, usecoinbook.com. On the high end, certified MS68 RD examples have sold for thousands of dollars. Coin value checker, error/variety coins can see intermediate premiums, say tens of dollars, maybe hundreds if dramatic, but don't assume thousands unless the coin is truly exceptional and authenticated. So bottom line, if your coin is common, expect modest value. If it's special, there's upside, but also you'll likely need grading, authentication, and a buyer who appreciates the variety. Tips for finding, inspecting and selling your 2021D. If you're hunting through change, coin rolls, or existing collections, here are some practical tips. Examine the coin under good light and magnification. Look at the date, mint mark D, and the reverse shield for any abnormalities or doubling. Check the color. Is it full re or has it faded toward brown? Full red typically commands higher premium. Check for errors. Is the coin off-center? Are there obvious die cracks? Is there doubling in letters or numerals? Is there unusual toning or luster? If you believe you have a high-grade or error specimen, consider sending it to a reputable grading/service company, for example PCGS, NGC, for certification. That will cost money and take time, but if the coin is truly special it can enhance resale value. When you sell, use good photographs, clear description of condition, variety/error and certification, if any. Be realistic about value and perhaps consult recent auction results. Keep in mind market trends. A coin may have sold for $3,300 once, but that doesn't guarantee your similar-looking coin will fetch the same unless all condition and authentication lines up. Why the 2021D might gain value going forward. Here are reasons why the 2021D could be a sleeping opportunity. Modern coins in high grade tend to have fewer survivors in pristine condition. Over time, many will be worn, damaged, or lost, so those that remain gem condition may become scarcer. Collector interest in modern Lincoln Shield cents is rising, especially for specialty varieties and large roll/finish sets. The sheer mintage is large, but the number of certified high-grade, full red coins may be comparatively small, which can drive premium for top examples. There may be yet undiscovered error varieties from that year. Early adopters of error hunting often find gems before they become widely known. So while the average 2021D will remain common, there's potential for the best examples to appreciate with time. So if you're watching this on Coins, here's your takeaway. If you have a 2021D Lincoln Shield penny, inspect it. If it's worn or brown, then it's likely just worth face value or a modest premium, but if it's a full red uncirculated coin, or it shows an identifiable error/variety, it could be worth substantially more and worth getting graded. Be realistic. Thousands of coins were minted, but the hidden value is in rarity, condition, and uniqueness. If you decide to hold it, store it safely. Coins in great condition tend to appreciate more when preserved well, and when you sell, bring your documentation, photographs, and understanding of condition/variety to get the best deal. Thanks for watching Coins. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2021D Lincoln Shield penny, hit that like button, subscribe for more coin content, and let me know in the comments, do you have a 2021 dime in your pocket? Or better yet, did you find a special 2021D penny you're wondering about? I'll see you next time with another coin treasure hunt. Keep looking, keep inspecting, and keep those coins spinning.